go back to that time, in the 300 BCs, you see that medicine was actually there, and pharmacy practice was actually there. Along the way, what has been added are innovations, new products, and maybe regulation. Because I'm told, I understand that during that time, regulation wasn't that much. But we now know that we work under certain regulations. And as PSU Council, we are privileged that we are working with government, Ministry of Health, the other government entities like National Drug Authority, National Medical Stores, the Parliament of Uganda, who were there earlier this week, the other ministries like Science, Technology and Innovations. They're working hand in hand to bring medicines to the clinics, to bring medicines into the hands of those who most need it. So we appreciate all of you for the various roles you play to contribute to that responsibility or that mandate. Our mandate as PSU is to ensure the highest practical standards of practice in the country. And that practice is from discovery all the way to use of these medicines. So as much as we are regulators as council, we are also practitioners, we are also service providers for the country. In our anthem, the PSU anthem, which was launched last year, the message is very clear. We are the creators of medicines. We ensure appropriate use of these medicines. So we do research in new medicines. We ensure appropriate use of existing medicines. And we monitor how these medicines are used and practical. And I would like us all to challenge ourselves as PSU members to actually learn our anthem by heart. That is why the anthem, if you look at the strategic plan for PSU 2025-2029, the anthem is actually indicated, included there. If you go to the HM report, which the Secretary is about to share, the anthem is there. If you go to the HM report of last year, the anthem is there. This is the anthem. This is our song as pharmacists. It is our commitment. It is our pledge to the public. Government gave us the mandate, sanction our activities, sanction our self-regulation. Okay? So what are we promising, or what are we bringing to the table in this government or in this country? So the song, the anthem that we sang earlier, it's quite long actually. We only sang the first, we call it stanza, and then the chorus. It is quite long. But those are our own words, and want each one of us to be able to act from the beginning to the end, all the 3 verses, as well as the chorus, and reflect upon those words, reflect upon our responsibilities. I talked about self-regulation, but who regulates? The regulator. Who polices? The policeman. Who guards? The guard. So as much as we know we set rules and so on, we have obligations, and that's why the code of conduct is there, and that's why it is enforced. But we don't want to go into enforcement so much. We want to be able to reflect on our responsibilities and act accordingly. So the theme for today's CPD has been mentioned, but I will re-echo it here. Transforming pharmacy practice in Uganda from compliance to impact. And we will see this theme reflected across the presentations, because that is the main purpose. So before I conclude, I would like to just introduce some of the guests that have come here in this CPD, representing our key stakeholders and our key partners. I'd like to introduce Dr. Max Navidio from the Commonwealth Pharmacists Association. Can we recognize her with the thunderous clap? Yeah, she has been